This is English for Starters, Unit 22, Grade 6, presented to you by Elaf Private School. Well, good evening everybody and welcome again to another lesson. Today we're going to talk about something that I already taught you in class, if you remember, which is called obligation. Now, what's an obligation? Obligation is something you must do because of a rule or the law. So something that you must do because of the rule or the law. What do I use for obligations? Well, I can use two things. I use have to or has to in present, which is the thing that I taught you in class, if you remember. And today we're going to learn had to in the past. Well, I have some examples for you. Well, everybody knows that this is the virus that spread lately, right? And I have some examples about the virus. I have to stay at home. This is one of the rules that the government told you about. You have to stay at home, correct? It's a rule. That's why I'm using have to. Another one, my father has to wash his hands for 30 seconds. So my father has to, because my father, he has to wash his hands for 30 seconds. Number 3, we have to put on a mask when going out. If I want to say the same examples, but now, yesterday, watch how I change have to into had to. So yesterday I had to stay at home. Okay? Yesterday my father had to wash his hands for 30 seconds. We had to put on a mask when we went out. Alright. I have a little exercise now. Please open your workbook, page 64. Please pause the video before watching the answers on your screen, okay? And do them yourself. Don't cheat, I can't see you. Okay. Please put in the spaces had to, has to, or have to. I'll give you some time to do this alone. Okay. Number 1, they said, I have to go to the dentist after school today. So this is present, that's why I'm using have to. Number 2, Umar had to do a lot of homework last Monday. This sentence is in the past. Number 3, Husam's father doesn't have to leave the house early to go to work. Number 4, Khalid and Amr have to tidy their rooms every week. Now, number 5, Hadil has to finish her homework before she goes to the park. Number 6, I couldn't go to the cinema yesterday. I had to visit my grandparents. Okay. Very good. Let's learn how to make negative and questions. First, I'll start with negative. Well, with negative, you have to use didn't and have to, then the verb. Of course, I need, because this is the past, I'm using had to. I'm not going to show you how to make negative in have to and has to because we already studied that in classroom. So please go back to the lesson I gave you. So, this is an auxiliary verb. It shows you the negative of the past. So, didn't, then have to, because if you remember, I told you that we use, after do or does or did, we use the verb in infinitive. So, didn't have to, then the verb. Okay, just 2 examples. I didn't have to go to the park yesterday. If this is not negative, I would say I had to go to the park yesterday, but this is negative. I used I did not have to. See, this is infinitive, have to. All right. Another one, he didn't have to stay late. He didn't have to stay late. Now, moving on to making questions, we have two types of questions. We have yes, no questions, and we have WH questions, correct? All right. With yes, no questions, I have an example here. Did you have to go yesterday? Did you have to go yesterday? The answer could be yes, I did, or no, I didn't. Yes, I did, or no, I didn't. With WH question, here where you can use when, where, what, why, who, or how. I have another example here. What did you have to do yesterday? Well, the answer is full because this is a WH question. I can say I had to go out after 6 yesterday. It was an emergency, so I had to go out after 6 yesterday. Now, I have a little practice here for you. Change the sentence from a statement into negative, then into a question. I will just read the sentence. Please bring a piece of paper and write the answers down, all right, before watching the answers on your screen. The sentence is, he had to stay in the hospital for 20 days because of coronavirus. Again, he had to stay in the hospital for 20 days because of coronavirus. You have to make this statement into negative, into yes question, no question, then a WH question. All right? Give yourself some time, write your answer on a piece of paper. Okay, the negative form is he didn't have to stay in the hospital for 20 days because of coronavirus. All right? So here I used did not. I changed from had to into have to. Now for yes no question, did he have to stay in hospital for 20 days because of coronavirus? Of course, the answer is yes, he did, or no, he did not. All right, this is a short answer because the question is yes, no question. Now for WH question, what did he have to do because of coronavirus? Well, the answer is he had to stay in the hospital for 20 days because of coronavirus. Well, good job, everyone. Please stay at home and stay safe, okay? Talk to you later in the next video. Bye.